Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming on this beautiful October afternoon. Is this all right? The lady I'm about to introduce is special in many ways. She is passionate about the things she believes in. There is no halfway measures for her. Many, myself included, have called her a visionary and an ultimate optimist. She sees things that others don't and believes completely that if she can imagine it, it can be accomplished. And if it isn't accomplished, it's only through lack of will. She always has a plan for the short term and the long term, and she never takes no for an answer. If you can't do something yourself, she'll look until she finds someone who can and who will. She sets high standards for herself, works harder than anyone I know to achieve her goals, and never asks anything of others that she doesn't ask of herself. If money is needed, she knows how and where to find it. Once, when she was intent on having an event for the downtown and no funds were available, she raised more than $25,000 in less than 2 weeks through private sponsors and never expected she wouldn't get it. She was a dedicated, successful, and highly respected teacher for 18 years, and she played a major role in the success of Casa Grande's restaurant for another 18 years. She began volunteering when she was 16, and since that time she has served on more committees than we have time to list now. She was one of the founders of Wallingford Center Incorporated, an effort to which she devoted countless hours over many, many years, and most recently spent 3 years on the Wooding Kaplan Study Group. She currently serves on the board of directors for the Wallingford Education Foundation, as well as the board of directors for Literacy Volunteers of America, all while running a highly successful and highly respected real estate company. She is a wonderful wife, a devoted mother, a successful businesswoman, and totally committed to this community, always striving to make it a better place to live and work. It is my honor and privilege to introduce my wife, Lucille Trzcinski, the next mayor of Wallingford.
Hello, everyone. It's so nice to see you here, and it's so nice to be among such friends and supporters, people who would come out on such an horribly hot afternoon. I really do appreciate it. As most of you know, I was born and raised here and determined at a very young age that I never wanted to live or to work anywhere else, that I wanted to raise my own son here, to give him the same sense of place and belonging that I have always known in this very special town. Wallingford was founded and built on the hard work of past generations, my own parents included, who saw a promise here that said dreams and hopes will be fulfilled. I think the promise they saw is still a bright one for our children and for their children as well. I have always thought that Wallingford was a beautiful place, with its rich farmlands, its sparkling reservoirs, its lovely old streets and buildings that tell of our proud heritage, its many places to walk and play, a delightful downtown, a solid educational system, and a prized central location. But Wallingford is really its people. Its people are truly its backbone and its strength. I have always felt, however, that Wallingford has much more to achieve, that it still has room to grow and develop in a planned and positive direction, and that we can find prudent yet creative ways to solve the problems that confront us, that we have unlimited potential if we choose to embrace it. I have also felt that by being involved in my town, that I might perhaps be able to contribute in some small way to its progress. But one thing I never envisioned over all these years is that one day I would have the rare privilege of standing on the steps of this town hall and making this kind of announcement. Sometimes, however, situations develop that lead us to places where we might not otherwise choose to go. Last year, the Whitting-Kaplan issue brought into focus some long-standing questions about the process by which decisions are made, decisions that affect all of us. Out of my involvement with that particular process, as well as other important matters that recently confronted us, as well as our children, grew a strong desire to seek a solution for a more open and more inclusive government, to not only have the right as a citizen to speak, but to believe as well that I would be heard. It's a significant challenge to change the status quo. However, after listening to the concerns of so many people about so many issues, it is obvious that Wallingford needs a change of direction. It needs leadership, not only with vision and foresight, but of equal importance, sound and current business experience. If a multi-million-dollar corporation is to run productively and efficiently and profitably, its directors must have the willingness to confront entrenched institutional problems. Wallingford needs to move forward. We need, among other things, to bring our communication systems into the present, to revise the town charter, and to protect our remaining farmland. We need to address the issues concerning our schools, the recreational complexes we provide for our children, and the maintenance and disposition of our town-owned properties. We need to consider carefully how we buy and sell real estate. We need to pursue a viable solution for the Whitting-Kaplan site and for Community Lake as well. We need to consider the expansion of police and fire facilities and the future of the downtown. And we need to find ways to do these things without raising taxes, to utilize to the maximum degree the representation we have at the state level, to seek out available funding wherever and whenever possible. And very importantly, we need a long-range plan in order to do all of this in a systematic and fiscally responsible way. Most importantly, however, we need an open and transparent government, one that truly encourages its citizens to be a vital part of what goes on here by making information readily accessible and easy to understand. Based on those concerns, and with the encouragement and support of many people, I have decided, after much thought and much soul-searching, to seek the position of mayor as an unaffiliated candidate, answerable to no one but the citizens of Wallingford. Come, stand with me, especially those of you who feel that your voices aren't important, that they haven't been heard. Come, stand with me. Together we can make Wallingford all that it can be, even better than it is for all of us. It's time. It is time. Thank you very much.
So proud of you. It's good.
I think that you'll find that we're very open to all of your suggestions, to anything you want to talk to us about. And that's the kind of administration we will have. Thanks again for coming.
Well done. Excellent. So proud of you.